Hey guys, Amanda here. Subbing for Monsoon for her Wednesday. It's week 9 here on Starting Out Solitary, and we are doing General Divination. I really don't know what to talk about, but I guess I'm going to do a little show and tell on all my divination things, how I use them, etc., etc. So to get started here, I'll show you my little tarot collection. I only have 2 decks. The reason being is I just really personally attached to all of these, and I really haven't found another one or another deck that I really wanted to get. So the first one I have here is the Deviant Moon Tarot. Love this deck. This was my first deck I got. This is also the collector's edition or whatever. So it came like in this like really weird box. So like the card deck and whatever. And then it came with a little card spread. It had like a layout and stuff it came with. I have no idea where it is. It's probably stuck in a folder somewhere. But that was my first deck. I love it. The pictures are very gruesome. There's a little bit of nudity going on, but it's really fictional, so just a forewarning for anyone thinking about getting this. My mom thinks it's really graphic. So here's just some of the cards. I love this deck. This was my first one. I've had it for about a year now. Husband got it for me. Okay, so the next one I have, and I love this one. This one, considering I have dark, that one's very dark, but this one is very light, very whimsical. This is the Paulina Tarot deck. I love it. The only reason I got it, I think, well, not the only reason why I got it, but I think Sunshine Morning Ray was the one that did a review on it, and I saw it, and I was like, gotta have it, kind of thing. It's really whimsical. I like the back. I love the birds on the back. I always think they're doves, but I'm not a bird expert, so don't quote me on that. So, a couple of the cards here. They're very fantasy, but they're beautiful. If you're an intuitive reader, these cards, I at least think they talk to you a lot. This one is my personal deck. I do not do any readings for anyone. The other deck I usually use just for friends and really close family. I don't do it professionally. Just when friends and family kind of want some insight about some stuff, so I'll usually do their readings. I am nowhere near good. I don't call myself good. I'm probably like mediocre. But it's okay. I love reading it. My readings haven't been terribly off. I had one boo-boo incident, but it's all part of the learning process. My mother-in-law wasn't too mad at me, so yeah. So there's that deck. Recently, I actually just obtained myself an Oracle deck, and I am super, 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 super excited because I actually went to the metaphysical store, and I did not want it until about like the 5 minutes before I walked out, and it was like, you're gonna regret me. So I picked it up, and this one is the Druid Animal Oracle. I did a small review on my channel about it, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about it. But I like this one. It's really good for intuitive reading too. Like, it talks to me. It came with a nice hardcover book instead of like my tarot decks. They came with the little white booklet. It didn't have too much information. This does have a lot of information about the druids, why the animals are sacred, why they were used in this deck, why the 33 were picked, and how they want this deck to be used. So I thought that was really good, especially if you're new. I do recommend this one. Even though I just started working with it, but I really do like it, especially since this is my first Oracle deck. The cards are absolutely stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Like, I really thought I could pet the animals when I got it. They are very lively. Anyone that's working in, like, the Druid or Celtic path, they have your Ogums in the corner in some of these. Around the border are all the sacred tree leaves that they have, and then on the inside they have the trees too. Like, that was the blackbird. This is the hind. Here's the acorns and oaks, tree leaves, and then fern. And they all have a meaning inside. Yeah, but I think these are absolutely stunning. The camera is not doing them justice, but believe me, they're ridiculously awesome. Other workings that I do, other than like the card works and stuff, I work with my pendulum a lot. This is my main divinational tool. This is an amethyst with silver. It has a clear quartz on the top. This little guy, his name is So. For being purple, I really thought it was a girl for like the longest time, and then I actually sat and worked with him, and it's a dude. It is totally a dude, and he has one heck of an attitude. You didn't think pendulums could have attitudes or personalities? Well, they do, if you actually sit down and listen to them. But here's this little guy. Been working with him for a year. Got him actually at the rock company in Wisconsin Dells on a family vacation. Picked this guy up. So that, and I use him with a board because like some people don't like just doing the yes/no thing. Well, I actually sat down because I didn't want to buy a board yet because I didn't know how I like it. But I actually sat down one day and just did a circle, put the numbers in here, put the days of the week, just for space filler. But it actually comes in handy if you know what the days of the week means and the planets that are associated with them. It does really come in handy. The yes and no, so it swings back and forth. And then I gave it true, false, maybe, yes, no. And then colored it with whatever colors I felt like. So if you're looking to make a board or you're not ready to buy a board, this is probably the easiest way to go. All I did was take like sketchbook paper, glued two together to make it more sturdy. It's a little bent because I put it over heat because I wanted to cleanse and consecrate it so to make sure I had good energies coming through that. That's one very big important thing. Because I did make a Ouija board one time because I needed it to do divination. And the chick I was doing it for actually drew in something that I did not want. So I have a huge seal on it right now. And I didn't want to pull it out to show you guys because I have a seal on it so that energy can't come through. And I'm still in the process of figuring out how to destroy it without like causing mass chaos. But it has a huge seal on it so nothing's getting through. Another thing I work with a lot is spirit boards. Spirit boards, I love. Even though I had that one bad incident, it hasn't deterred me. I've never had a problem. Ouija board is probably the only thing I've actually had a problem with negative energies coming through. But if you are looking for like spirit boards and stuff, I do recommend the Psychic Circle. Worked with this a little bit. This board, when I got it, usually you feel energy off of it, but this board actually felt really dead. Like, compared to me making this, where you can feel the energy off of it, like I can feel my energy and intent put on it. This one kind of felt dead, but I did some research, and you kind of have to wake up the board, like, with the centerpiece it has. And what you do is you just kind of go across the board and you kind of go, hey board, wake up, and it comes to life. It actually does spring to life and you can feel the energies flowing through it. So that was kind of weird not being able to feel the energies, but I do like it. It has given me pretty good readings. I haven't done too much work with it, but I'll show you the board here. It does come with a book. It explains all the symbols, all the meanings and stuff like that to it. It's actually really detailed for it being as small and flimsy as it is. But here's the board. It's very pretty. It's very vibrant. It kind of reminds me of my one tarot deck, the Paulina one, just how the artwork is. But I really do like it. As you can tell, it's still really bendy, so I don't really use this that much. Only when my pendulum and my tarot cards don't read and I need a more detailed answer for things. But I've had pretty good luck with it. I love it. It's great. But then again, I'm just a collector of everything, so even if I don't use it, I just have them all over. But yeah, it comes with your little circle piece. I don't actually know what it's called, but no, But it works. I like it. I don't have too much to say on it because I don't really use it. Don't use runes either, but I do actually have a collection. And my husband made this box. It's a really heavy box, but my husband made this box in high school, and it's made out of bloodwood. And that's supposed to be this type of wood, if you're like on a Druid Celtic path, if that rings a bell to you. It's supposed to be really good with divination and keeping like the energies and stuff. So all my little rune buddies are in here. I have 2 sets because I didn't know the style I'd like of them. So I have circle ones. They're purple and red. Sorry, my lighting just is horrible. Maybe it's just that rune piece, but if you look at it, there's the runes. It's kind of, I made them circle, but then when I baked them, they were like, these ones I made with like homemade clay, like flour and whatever. They turned out really nice though, like, for what they were. And then these ones, I made with air-baked clay, or air-baked clay, air-dried clay. The only thing I don't like about this is the paint chips off on them, so that made me really sad. I worked a little bit with this because I was going into the Norse tradition, but they do not like me. Like, they're not, like, mean or anything, but I just can't read them. Like, I've done so much research, like, I can tell you, like, the definitions to each one of them, and maybe some of the names. I haven't worked with them in a couple months, so I'm kind of rusty on them. But, no, I just don't resonate with them. I don't know if I should just, I'm probably just going to let them sit for a month or so more and then pick them up and see where I go with that. But I'm kind of focusing on my Oracle deck right now since that is going with my path so far. So, that's all my stuff. Things about divination, if you're starting and stuff like that, I do recommend getting a journal. I just have a little notebook. Actually, this is not even half my journals. This is like the one out of whatever. But I write on top, this is about dowsing and pendulums. And I wrote as much information as I could about them when I was looking them up. Scrying. I'm not a huge scryer. If I do, it's usually flame scrying. Or the smoke scrying when I'm smoldering, incense. There we go. That's the word. Sorry, I can't talk today either. Plus, my son's outside my bedroom door screaming at me like, "Mom, where are you?" So that's his deal right now. So I'm slightly distracted. And then, I don't know what else I have in here. I haven't looked at it in a while. But no, like, this is how I learned and stuff. But no, I wrote everything down the best that I could, took a Sharpie marker to things that didn't apply anymore and stuff like that. I have a lot more journals, but that's more in my Book of Shadows and stuff like that. But I like divination, not super hot and good at it, but, you know, I enjoy it. It's good to get your foot in the water and stuff like that. I do recommend it, at least, what the one lady at the metaphysical store, if you are going to try divination, she usually recommends her clients that come in pendulum. That's the easiest one to get a hold of. They're very flexible. They're very user friendly, I guess you can say, just to get your foot in the door. Otherwise, pick up yourself a tarot and stuff and just put your foot in the door and start, because if you don't try, how are you going to know, right? But anyways, that's pretty much all I had to say. So until next time, you guys, blessed be.